Hey guys, what's good? Rising Phoenix 1 here, and as per usual, we're going to talk a little NBA Live Mobile, and ultimately, we're going to do some gameplay with a mixed lineup with starters from all different promos and events. So, why do I have these 95 conference final masters up here again? I got a little bit of blowback, not a lot, but a little bit of blowback for my criticism of these choices. And so, in the words of Richard Nixon, who was the only United States president ever forced to resign in disgrace, what was his line? Yeah, let me make this perfectly clear. I can't do a Richard Nixon impersonation. So let me make this perfectly clear, right? The choice of Crowder or Holiday or Cousins or Bogdanovich or all four of them, those were not bad choices, right? The problem with the choices is the game styles. Now, especially with Crowder at power forward, but also Cousins, at center. So this is just a pick because I can't reopen this again. I've already claimed the three I can claim with the three tokens. So let's go to the app and let's talk about why this matters so much. Why does game style matter so much? And it's because of EA's own choices, right? EA, out of the interest of what was it? So, fundamental fairness to all players and an unfair advantage to those who are able to invest more time or money into the game, right? Right? So you grinders, money spent grinders, you just kill yourself grinding, you're part of the problem. And so are the spenders, evidently. But in any event, what this did was, as we all know, it created the situation where, man, I've got a 93 Magic here, and I really want to use this 93 monthly Master Magic. This is a 102 lineup, and I put him in, and I drop down 2 OVRs. And that's what's going to happen uniformly across all of our lineups. So it was EA who made the EA, the Nbalm development team, that made game style choice critically important. Before they changed this, before they took away matching jerseys and courts, it really wasn't that big a deal, right? I could have Magic in here, I could have, there we go. And you see, I just went up to a 101. So there are kind of workarounds, but you're never going to get it up as high as you could have gotten it before, or as high as you're going to get it with all 10 matching. So let's just take this out because I don't know if this is my AI lineup, and I don't know if anyone has taken their league drives against me yet, so I don't want to screw that up. All right, so that's why it's so important. So let's look at the power forward position, right? Now, on both, and let's do it this way with this lineup. So on both, this is my playing lineup. I play at a 101. So at strategic, we got 293s at power forward. That's our highest. At finesse, we have 293s at power forward. That's our highest. So just using this lineup, let's look at the power forwards on the bench. Look at the power game style power forwards, right? We've got a 96 Dirk. We've got a 95 Crowder. We've got a 95 Randall. These, and bear in mind that I was very specific. I'm analyzing these cards based on the cards that we've had access to, right? Not necessarily whether or not it will help you. If it helps you, man, that's great. I'm all for that. So we've got, just look at the lineup of power game style power forwards. And then we go to sets, playoffs. Now, if Milwaukee beats Atlanta, and I don't think they're gonna, but if they do, we're gonna have a 98 power forward Giannis power game style. So the situation is just going to get worse, right? You can see, I mean, I went ahead and claimed 94 Booker because I'm a Suns fan. But I'm holding off. I could claim Trey right now, but I'm holding off. If Milwaukee advances, then I got to take this card, right? Because it has a chance of being a 98. But it's the wrong game style. So, yeah, that's the crux of my criticism, is that game style now is so acutely important that a mistake on game style really makes a bigger difference than it did before EA made the changes that they made, effectively nerfing all of our medals and other boost items, coaches, mascots, whatever. And that was the effect of it, face it, because if I, gosh darn it, maybe I would just really want to play with Monthly Master Magic, Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do that unless I want to play at a 99 with severely diminished boosts, okay? I don't want to do that. So that was the crux of the criticism, all right? Look, I didn't make game style so important. EA made them so important when they made this last, in my view, really poor change to the game. And, look, if you're a 97, you understand this too, right? That affects you equally. You're no money spent. You've grinded your butt off. You're a 97 or maybe you're a 98. You understand this too. Now, if a master comes out and it's the wrong game style, you just can't even use it, right? Unless you've got 3 lineups like I do. So therein lies the problem, right? What before this change to our matching and boost system, a poor game style choice was just a poor game style choice. After they did this, right, a poor game style choice is now, a big ass deal, okay? Because of the newer boost system that EA created when they made their changes. So we're going to search real quick. That's all I had to say there. With our test lineup at 100, and we'll go back and take a look at it here real quick. There's really no particular theme stuff to be done at this point. So what we've done here is we're matching 6 because we have to match 6 player cards just to get +3 from each of the strategic metals boost categories. So what we have is we have Nash from the conference finals. We got Ginobili from Live Pass. We got Bird from Monthly Master. We got Dirk from round 2 of the playoffs. And we got Russell from the Legends. So this is the best we could get it. We've got a lot of good boosts because we've got Simons with a +20 high flyer boost to team. Carter, the same thing. Walton with a +30 GOAT boost to team. Julius Erving is given, a +4 high flyer boost to Bird, plus he's giving +2 rebounding to team, and then Rodman is giving a +4 rebounding boost to Dirk. So we've got all boosts on the bench, but we had to make sure to match at least 6. And you might say, well, why? Well, do we have... We don't have a higher card there. I mean, so this is just a boost to position, and he's a 93. You know, we put Crowder in there, and now we've gone down to a 95 simply because we're not matching 6. So we need to go with Rodman. So we have a matchup. We're going to play with this lineup. This is the boosted team, which looks really, really good because, you know, I'm using the boost items that I can use, the boosted teams that are available. All right. And if I switch Carter and Ginobili, I drop down to a 99. So I'm going to go with Ginobili, even though I'd rather start Carter. And the reason there is when Carter is on the bench, any of these boosted teams are on the bench, they're given their boost to all 10 cards. But when a boosted team card is starting, it's only giving its boost to the starting 5 cards. So that's why when you switch them, sometimes you'll drop down an OVR. Okay. So we drew a 101, so we're going to be playing up. All right, good enough. Let's see how we can do and what he has. So pretty much he's got his strategic lineup, more or less the same as mine. I've got Carter in the starting position. But this is very close to my AI lineup. Very, very, very close. The only difference, I think, is I got Ginobili up there versus Beal. All right, so Nash is going to have to deal with a 6'10" Magic in a man defense, so Magic's going to stick with him. He can't. I'd rather, frankly, be playing in this instance, be playing a zone defense with someone like Beal's height at shooting guard, because that's who's going to be guarding me shooting from the wings with the point guard. All right, enough talk, play. All right, I'll play. Gosh, get off my back. We've never talked about my multiple personality disorder. I mean, that's a real thing, so I'm not making fun of that. I'm making fun of myself, right? That's different. You're stuck, Magic. Nuts. I am so glad they did that, right? I am so glad they did that. Nash has a very high layup rating, and in terms of our trying to reset our threes or get our threes going, a layup is every bit as good as a dunk. So we're playing up. I don't have time for 2 dunks, and obviously I don't have the skill to pay attention. All right, we're up 5-2. Nash hit that heavily challenged shot with Magic all over him. Get on him. It was a good switch. It was good on-ball defense by Dirk, but that's a Season 4 app update change right there. With pretty much every drive to the basket going in regardless of your defense, right? Boy, not getting the loose balls, are we? Come on, man. Get a steal. Can't get a rebound. All right. I want to try something different. I played a league versus league going from the corner and everything was dropping. So let's try that. I had a horrible first drive. We were going to win anyway, so I figured why not just try the corner, right? And that's what happened. So, is the corner back open? Is the corner as good as it was before? I don't know, but let's keep trying to find out. That's 3 in a row. Let's go with Ginobili this time because he hasn't had a shot. They're all going in. Well, here's a scoop. Here's a scoop. The corner 3 may be back, right? Probably going to regret it, but we're going to go for a 2-for-1 here. Ginobili over Beal. Dang, dudes. Look at that. Look at that. No way. Not bad. Playing up plus what? Plus 15. But I don't care. Something huge just happened there. Maybe huge. It's still anecdotal. It's not empirical evidence, but the corner may be back open. And I don't think they made any changes. Typically, if it's changes to gameplay, they need to drop an app update. Sometimes I just wonder if this mysterious source code for gameplay isn't just running in these out of control loops, right? And you get into one and get out. But that's man. So yesterday in leagues, I shot the second drive. Here's how it happened in leagues yesterday. I had an 11 to 11 in the first drive, a 0 margin. And then the second drive, I thought, well, screw it. I'm going to start shooting in the corner. We've already won the tournament. It doesn't matter. And we started burying shots in the corner. And the next thing I knew, it was 23-6 as we made our last shot with 1 second to go. So plus 17, can't complain about that. And with 1 second to go, there Curry launched and hit a full court 3. So that's something that happens in leagues a lot. I mean, a lot. And you know it if you play leagues. It's one of the huge issues with leagues, that and the one drive nerf. So let's assume that hadn't happened. It would have been 0 first drive and then playing the same opponent the second drive plus 17. But I did change up where I was shooting. So we're not going to play another match. We're just going to leave it at that. I'll do some exploring off camera, right? And we'll see. But wow, I found that pretty interesting. So just to summarize here, my displeasure with the Masters, the 95 Masters for the current promo, the garbage man's here, goes back to the change that EA made to our boost system just a handful of weeks ago. So that's why game style is vitally important. And what would have just been a nuisance mistake before they did this becomes a huge deal after they did this, for very obvious team OVR reasons. All right, I don't know if that makes any sense, guys, but it did to me. Hey, try the corner, see what happens. I'd love to hear your feedback on that. I know I'm going to try it in just a little bit. And with that, maybe a little hope, right? And peace out.